Aloha and good evening, President Bannister, Board of Trustees, faculty and staff, family and friends, and of course, Hawaii Pacific University, class of 2015. I am honored to represent the undergraduates of Spring 2015. While we are a diverse group coming from many different countries and cultures, we have one unifying experience: wearing a coat and mittens in our extremely air-conditioned classrooms while the rest of the state is lounging on the beach. We have gained so much more than an academic education while at HPU. The international student body has provided us with an eye-opening cultural experience. The small classes have enabled us to make long-lasting friendships while getting personal attention from inspiring professors. The last 4 years at HPU has truly been an adventure. I feel very fortunate to have worked with the students and faculty of HPU's Nursing and Health Sciences. They have helped shape me into the nurse, forever student, and leader I am today. While attending HPU, I served as the president for the Hawai'i Student Nurses Association and the secretary for the HPU Student Nurses Association. In those positions, I have felt a warmth and compassion from the individuals and communities in our beautiful state. I will hold on to that spirit of aloha and share it with all who I encounter during my nursing practice. But really, my standing on this stage today is because of lots of good Kona coffee. And my family, and my wife, Carmen. Carmen has continually raised the bar. She's built me up, and she's carried me through all the milestones of my education. My journey to nursing and academics began with a canyoneering trip in Zion, Utah. In the world of canyoneering, you enter in at the top of the canyon, knowing there is only one way out. Every achievement starts out the same way, with a true commitment, an all-in effort amplified by hardship and intensity. I started nursing school with that same attitude: one way in, one way out. I committed. Shortly after rappelling into the canyon in Zion, my group faced a crisis. We became stuck due to an ice buildup. It was here that I discovered humanity can best be seen during a time of crisis. The strong emotions and self-awareness present during stressful events provides a medium for self-development. I chose nursing as my profession so I can empower those around me to overcome any challenge during a time of stress. Since my time in Zion, I have looked for new canyons as a tool to practice commitment, overcome mental barriers, and gain self-understanding. A canyon does not have to be a physical place. It is an internal challenge that drives self-evolution. I have found my next canyon in nursing. Nurses are seen as change agents for health, but our education prepares us for so much more. As a student at HPU, my education was extremely diverse. I've cared for critically ill patients in the trauma unit. I've taught story with our kapuna in gerontology, and I've taught water aerobics classes in Waianae. To put it simply, HPU nurses are leaders, ready to generate change in all settings. As you continue along your journey, I challenge all of you to find your own canyons and to commit to those challenges with enough intensity to cause change. Thank you.
Good evening. It's a great privilege for me to be here representing the military campus program, especially graduating military spouses such as myself, but above all, the brave men and women from all branches of a military here tonight or serving our country in faraway lands, and as well as all veterans. Many years ago, I moved from Iran to the United States. As a young girl who could not speak English, I had to overcome many obstacles. But I learned that this is a land of opportunity where the hard work does pay off, as I know all of us here today can testify. At HPU, persistent effort has resulted in a great education thanks to our caring instructors. I would personally like to thank these instructors in the Diplomacy and Military Studies program, who have been my mentors. Their wisdom has broadened my knowledge, and their teaching method has inspired in me a love of learning that will enrich my life forever. I would not be standing here tonight without my family's support. Their encouragement was as important to my success as my great instructors. I would like to thank all military members who have supported their spouses in the pursuit of higher education. I have been part of the United States Air Force family for 22 years. And without my husband's encouragement and support, I would not be here in front of you tonight. I would also not be standing here but for my mother and father's decision to move to the United States so they could provide my brothers and I with a better future. They could not be here tonight, but in their place is my father-in-law, Mojgan Busick, who has been a pillar of encouragement and motivation. My daughter, Shannon Busick, who's graduating this year from high school, has been inspiration to me. Every semester, when my final grades are posted, I sit in front of the computer, too nervous to look at my grades. So I close my eyes, and my daughter checks my grades for me. Then she puts her arm around me, and she tells me, "You did it, Mom. I'm so proud of you." This has driven me to work even harder, to make sure I would get the same loving hug and hear again, "Mom, I'm so proud of you." Well, sweetheart, I'm very proud to have you as my daughter. Finally, for some of us, this journey has taken a long time, but it's never too late to pursue a dream. And with the right amount of determination, we can accomplish anything. So, congratulations, class of spring 2015. You did it. Now go forth, start your new lives, and do great things. Thank you.
Aloha and good evening. It is my honor to stand before you tonight representing not only the Master's in Communication program at HPU, but all of the graduate programs represented in the class of 2015. Graduate students are an interesting breed of student. We range in age from overachieving 21-year-olds to some who are more well-advanced in years, who are returning to school having already pursued careers, raised children, and who come to class with pictures of their grandchildren as the screensaver on their laptop. Some of us are citizens of another country, some of us have come from the US mainland, and others, like myself, call Hawai'i our home. As graduate students, many of us have maintained work schedules by day while attending classes at night, which means doing homework on weekends, on buses, in the odd hours between 6 a.m. and midnight, or while rocking little children to sleep. The graduate programs at HPU offer a world-class education in the context of the majesty of these islands and the diversity fostered by the community here. And when you're like me and you're studying human communication, This kind of diversity and the intimate class sizes offered at HPU make a huge impact, not only on the kind, but on the quality of the education you receive. This education was the reason many of you traveled long distances, either from other countries or other states. And it was a part of the reason why, when all of my high school friends were leaving for colleges on the mainland, that I chose to stay. Most importantly, if your graduate experience is anything like mine, it has proven the immeasurable worth of having other people in your lives. For as much as I may have labored for the degree that I will receive tonight, well, technically the degree that will be mailed to my home address in 2 to 3 weeks from tonight's commencement, I harbor no illusions that without the people in my life, I would not be here tonight. Of course, like you, without my parents, I would not anatomically be anywhere. But especially since the birth of my daughter 3 weeks ago, I have realized in a deeper way the immensity of their love and sacrifice. From changing my dirty diapers in the dark of those nights of my first days alive with little reward, to their constant wisdom and counsel as I entered marriage, and then graduate school, and then parenthood. Moms and dads, aunties and uncles and tutus gathered here tonight, thank you for your love and support, both the kind that we realize now and the kind that we will only grow to understand. I also want to thank the HPU community, my professors, club advisors, debate coaches, and administrative staff. Many of you have given to me and to the class of 2015 above and beyond your pay grade. Outside the classroom, through emails, and in loaning us your precious books, in reading our papers, and in proofreading those loose conglomerations of half-developed ideas we turned into you and called a rough draft. For being a source of encouragement and a source of correction. Like our parents when we were children, many of you have supported us in ways that we may not now fully comprehend, but which will impact the course of our lives from this moment onward. Please know that we are grateful for your sacrifice. To Rachel, my wife, Tirza, our daughter, to my brother, my friends, and my pastor, and to all those friends, spouses, siblings, children, colleagues, coworkers, teammates, club members, church groups, and bandmates, thank you. Our lives are the better for your presence in them. The story of the class of 2015, the story that we are here tonight to celebrate, does not belong to any one of us alone. Rather, it is a story of which we have all played a part. It has been a variegated patchwork of lives and moments, and it is my privilege tonight to offer our sincere and hearty thanks for the part that you played within it. Mahalo nui loa.